Hey everybody, Tim Anderson here, aka Renfell. If you're coming back as a return visitor, this is way out of the wheelhouse of what I typically produce on my YouTube channel, which is mostly, science fiction and fantasy stuff, books, TV shows, games, even films. But you can't help but have at least some peripheral knowledge of what's going on with the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. And I just felt like I finally wanted to sort of the video tonight. It just came out a little while ago, I think. And I was wrapping up some other production, and I caught this on YouTube, and I went, "Oh my God, I have to! I actually want to wade into the waters and kind of give my thoughts on some stuff here because and this is mostly for my personal audience. If I have people who come to this who are new, that's awesome. I would highly urge you to check out the other playlists here on YouTube because this isn't typically what I cover. But I am becoming fascinated with this case for a sort of a uh, it's insight into just as much as everybody can be subject to you know different types of relationship issues. The level of crazy that is a part of this particular case just shows you that the rich and famous take it to a whole nother level. And I just want to put this out there on the record. I am absolutely 100% Team Johnny Depp for a lot of different reasons. You can love me or hate me for that decision in the comments below or however you want to do with it. But anyway, here's what I wanted to focus on tonight. Um, I've been watching this and just taking it all in over the past, week plus that it's been going on. And I haven't felt compelled to talk about it here on my YouTube channel. We have talked about it in Discord and in conversations here and there, off Discord, off stream, etc. But the one that got me today was Amber Heard's lawyer just demanded the dismissal for all of these different things, basically saying that um, you just need to watch. I don't want to show the whole video or anything else from today's footage because the part that I want to focus on here is the judge's response to him, which I will play here in a minute from this video. I'm going to play that clip of the footage. Full credit, you can see the links below and everything else. Go through this and watch this at your leisure. But the rejection of the dismissal is because of the simple fact that there's just too much evidence that the judge is literally going to say this when she reads through her reason for not agreeing with the dismissal. She's not going to throw it out, and it's because she says there's too much evidence that Miss Heard was in fact guilty of all of these things that the plaintiff is claiming. There's just too much evidence. I find that a jury would find this to be sufficient evidence, and so, but it's amazing to me how the Heard side of the fence is sort of reaching for straws here because it hasn't been going very well in her favor. She just fired her PR team, was it yesterday or the day before, because they're not doing a good job of handling the publicity on this case. And TikTok, at least as far as I've seen, TikTok is like 100% on Johnny Depp's side. And I feel like most people, if you read the public perception of this case, is that most people are on Mr. Depp's side, Johnny Depp's side, and not a lot of people are on Miss Heard's side. Mostly because of the craziness that has gone on. And the craziness, is both sides of the fence have crazy, but there's definitely more crazy from her side of the fence. And a lot of stuff has come to light as just being completely falsified. And you know, purposefully trying to ruin someone's reputation, um, and a lot of stuff going on. But the request for dismissal from Heard's attorney here is basically him saying, "Hey, you know, if you're not going to deal with this, we're going to have to bring more stuff to light." And I just think we just need to throw it out because there's sufficient evidence that that none of the stuff that Mr. Depp is claiming is true, and that you're saying that there wasn't physical abuse, and he said that there wasn't physical abuse, and now we're saying that there was. Maybe there wasn't a lot of physical abuse, but there was emotional abuse, and we just want to we want to stop wasting the court's time. We just want to throw it out. And this is the judge's response to that. I'm gonna shut up now and finally play this. Let me turn up the volume here so we can actually hear her.
All right. For this motion, I've taken the arguments of counsel, and last night I reviewed all of the evidence that has been submitted in this matter. So as to the second and third alleged defamatory statements, the motion to strike at this juncture, I view the evidence in the light most favorable to the plaintiff and reasonable inferences from the evidence to the plaintiff. And if there is a
So hang on. Listen to what she just said, because she's saying that I find there's enough evidence, for the plaintiff that this should continue.
scintilla of evidence that a reasonable juror could weigh, then the matter survives a motion to strike. In this matter, there is evidence in the case that a jury could weigh that the statements were made by the defendant, that the statements were about the plaintiff, that the statement was published, that the statement is false, and the defendant made the statement knowing it to be false, or the defendant made it so recklessly as to amount to a willful disregard for the truth.
Oh my God! So this is amazing, because she's not saying that Johnny Depp is right and that Amber Heard is incorrect. She's saying that there is sufficient evidence to show that the plaintiff's claims are legitimate and that Miss Heard did all of those things. She willfully published an article, and even though she didn't mention Johnny Depp by name, she did it in a reckless manner that was meant to ruin his reputation, and all of these things. She's saying there's enough evidence to show that this could in fact be true. Therefore, I can't dismiss this. It has, we have to strike down the dismissal because of all of these reasons. This is a good judge. She's doing a good job here.
The weight of that evidence is up to the fact finder, so the motion to strike is denied as to statement 2 and 3.
So it's up to the fact finders. That I love. She just sort of leaves it there and says that, hey, you know what? There's enough evidence to show that this could in fact be a legitimate claim. So we're going to carry on, and we're going to continue to see that. It's up to the fact finders to determine whether or not there's actually, Anyway, as much as I've enjoyed watching the back and forth and the banter, I really do feel like Johnny Depp's lawyer is. Somebody did a really good TikTok today of like Johnny Depp's lawyer is like Eminem, just like spitting rhymes and everything else, and on the other side, Amber Heard's lawyers are just kind of like goo goo gaga. It's doesn't look good for her side of things so far. Especially firing the PR team in this case, I think it just shows that at this point, for her side of the fence, at least my opinion, it's less about whether or not she's actually, in the right and more about controlling her public image, which I feel like this has always been the case. And again, this is my opinion only. I feel like this has always been about I'm innocent, Johnny Depp's guilty, and just because I said so. And now we're finding out as the facts are coming up against this and they're kind of stacking up against here, we've seen that, oh, well, I'm going to fire my PR team because I need them to make me look more like a victim. I need to be the victim in this case. Come on, different PR team, please. Make me look like the victim. You know, please dismiss my case, judge, because I'm the victim and this shouldn't be allowed to continue. And the judge literally just said, actually, there's enough evidence here to show that you actually did all these things, and I'm going to let the case continue. So, thumbs up to the judge. Um, I don't know if you would like me to cover this more. I have an interest in this case. I've definitely been watching it every single day, like the rest of the world. I definitely have more thoughts. If you'd like to hear those thoughts, let me know with a like on the video, a comment down below, a subscription, all those good things, so that the algorithm gods show me that you guys appreciate the content. And if you do, I will continue my little tidbits from here and there on this case as we continue onwards. In any case, thanks everybody for following along. Don't forget to join the Discord. Drop a super thanks on the video if you'd like to support the channel, or you can join as a member. Until next time, I'm going to keep watching this like everybody else and see what else the judge says. Peace.